Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl AmandaEnsing, and today we are gonna make 2019 our bitch. Today is the finale of 5 Days of Glam. I can't believe that this is the 5th day and it's a New Year's Eve look because I don't think I'm gonna be able to film a New Year's Eve look before New Year's Eve, so I wanted to do that on the last day. And you know what? I figured a new year, new me, new hair. Why not? I wanted to do something a little fun for the finale. Unpopular opinion, I went with a warm brown eye today. I say that because I feel like New Year's you always think of like sparkly, silver, nude lip or pink lip. I don't know. I did a brown lip, a caramel lip, and a brown smoky eye with gold. I didn't do gold at all during 5 Days of Glam, and I was like, today we are going with something unexpected. Like, it's a beautiful look, but I guarantee none of you guys expected me to do a look like this for New Year's Eve, and I love to be unpredictable. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Make sure to hit subscribe down below and join my A-team. I hope you guys have enjoyed this series. I hope that you enjoy this last look. I hope that I didn't let you down and finished off strong, and yeah, I hope you love it. Make sure to stay tuned and watch if you want to see how I got this New Year's Eve inspired makeup tutorial. I feel like I look like George Washington right now, but my hair is gonna look cute when I'm slayed, girl. I'm gonna be using the Soft Glam palette today. So I'm gonna take a Morphe M456 crease brush, and I'm gonna start with the shade Rustic, which is this one right here. So in this video, I want to talk about my New Year's resolutions, and I have written down a list of things just in case I forget anything. And these are just some things that I was thinking about before filming. I was like, okay, these are like some things I want to work on next year. I just want to talk with you guys while I do my makeup. Also, I've already primed my eyes and done my eyebrows off camera. The first thing that is on my list for 2019 is learning how to say no. I'm not a yes person. I'm not a people pleaser by any means. However, I do always try to like make things work for people and accommodate for them. I always put so many people before myself, and I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, but I'll do it to a fault of like, I don't do anything for myself, and I will do something that I don't necessarily want to do because I'm like, okay, it's fine. Like, I'll just sacrifice and help them out or make it more comfortable for them. And then I end up making myself unhappy because I'm not like actually doing anything for myself. Does that make sense? And I think it's so important to learn in friendships, in relationships, and in business how to say no. And it's something that I definitely want to continue working on. I started working on it the end of this year, but I want to continue working on that for 2019 just for myself. Like, I need to start putting myself first in certain situations and just stop being afraid of what someone's gonna think or if they're not gonna like me because of it, when in reality, like, I end up making myself, I guess, hurt and putting myself last when a lot of people have no problem saying no to me. So I don't wanna have a problem saying no to them when it's in my best interest and something that's ultimately going to make me happy. I'm bringing out the eyeshadow like a cat eye because I'm not doing liner today. I haven't done a warm brown look in I feel like a long time, like with a gold. I just feel like I haven't, and I missed it. You like how I didn't start with a transition shade today, guys? That is new year, new me. No, I'm just kidding. I go back and forth with my techniques. I'm always like trying new things and switching up techniques that I like and, you know, switching it up. I'm gonna take a clean crease brush, the same brush I was using, and I'm gonna take Cypress Umber, which is this rich brown shade, and we're going to intensify the crease. This is a really chocolatey brown. The next thing I wanna work on next year is focusing on my vision and my goals. It can be really hard. It's easy to lose track. It's easy to get caught up in things that don't matter and things that, you know, you shouldn't be concerned about. And I don't want any of that next year. I want to be really focused on my visions and my goals, and also to be more organized. That's a huge thing, jumping into another thing. I actually wrote that down. I want to be more organized next year. I'm not typically an organized person in general, and you know what they say, creative people, artists aren't organized, and I like to think that I am an artist and a creative person, but I'm not very organized. So I want to really focus on that next year, because as my business and my brand grows, that is just something that is so important, is time management and organization. I feel like an adult right now, but it really is. It's really, really important, and it's definitely something that's a struggle for me and that I want to continue to work on, you know? We gotta slay, slay, slay. Something else I started to realize within the last couple of months that I want to do more of is start enjoying more of my life outside of work. I am so passionate about what I do, and I love YouTube and beauty and social media, and I love like my life, and I'm so thankful and grateful. Like, I never thought I would be able to have a life like this. Like, I never imagined in a million years I would actually have a career doing something that I was passionate about, something I felt like I was called to do. Like, I have loved beauty and fashion my entire life, and I never thought that anyone would care about anything I had to say, or, you know, what kind of makeup I was wearing, or what outfit I was wearing, or what I like to eat for breakfast, or how I order my coffee. Like, I never envisioned that would be my life ever. I was never the popular girl. I was never the it girl. I was never the rich girl. I was never the girl with the nice clothes or the nice car. Like, I was always the awkward one and always the weird one. And I spent most of my life trying to fit in. So you can imagine when YouTube took off and social media, it was life-changing for me in so many ways, financially, emotionally, like, you know, so life-changing. Like, you guys, when I say you've changed my life, like, you've changed my entire life, and I can't even begin to explain that to you. My life is nowhere near perfect. No one's life is perfect, but you guys have given me things that I never dreamed would be a reality for me. And I think when anyone reaches a goal or is able to do something they love, you never imagine it. Like, these are things you only dream about, and like things that I literally would go to sleep praying for, things that I would literally dream about, I've been able to do. And that is a very life-changing thing. It's a life-changing feeling. And it's only because of you guys. And I know it's only the beginning. I always want to push myself and be the best that I am for you guys. And I'm not perfect. I'm going to mess up. I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to let you down because I'm human. And I feel like that's also, random tangent, I feel like that's also sometimes the hardest part, because you watch someone on social media or you follow them and they do something that shocks you, or they do something that you're like, oh, I'm not following them anymore. They are terrible. And we are so fast to judge who people are behind the keyboard, but in reality, you don't really know that person. And I feel like people can often be judged online for something that they've done, and you're like, oh, I would never say that. I would never do that. When in reality, I'm just going to be honest, a lot of us have done a lot worse or the same thing, because we're human and we mess up and we make mistakes. And there's positive and negative to every career, everyone's life, everyone's job. I know that comes along with it. So I'm just saying, like, I know in the next year, I'll do things to offend people. I'll do things to let people down. I'll do things to upset people, but not intentionally, of course. But I'm imperfect. We're all imperfect. But I am forever grateful for the opportunity to share makeup with you guys and share my life with you guys, and hopefully have fun and inspire you to chase your dreams and to create something that you're passionate about. I just finished The Office. Like, I finally finished it, and it was so sad to finish 9 seasons of The Office, and I became like really attached to the show. And I loved in the last episode, I can't remember if it was Jim or who said it, maybe it was Pam, and they said, I wish there was a way, maybe it was Dwight. They said, I wish there was a way to know that you were in the good times while you're in them. Oh my gosh, I just got chill bumps. And I think about that because there are so many memories from the last couple of years. I'm like, wow, like I was having the time of my life. And at the time I didn't even realize it, because when you're going through things in your life, like it's hard to know that you're in some of the best times of your life. Like, you don't even realize it. And it was just like one of those moments where I was just like, oh my gosh, that is so good. Oh, why did I do that? That didn't, no. Whoops. So I'm gonna go in with the shade Bronze. It's a beautiful gold shade, and I'm gonna apply this on the lid. So back to what I originally wanted to say before I went on a random tangent. I want to make more time next year doing things I love off camera, doing things for me, and not worrying about like documenting it or worrying about anything but me and whoever I'm with, you know, like just focusing on doing something for myself once a week or once a month that is not for social media, not for camera. Because like even when I do fun things, like let's say I was gonna go look at Christmas lights or go to a pumpkin patch or go to the movies, like sometimes I find myself, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to get cute and like take a picture and take an outfit picture. That would be so cute. I find myself like just wanting to create more because I love creating. But I just want to start doing also like a lot of things off camera that are for me and aren't to post, you know? Speaking of things for myself, I also want to start journaling again. I used to journal a lot when I moved to LA, and it's so therapeutic. Like I love journaling and I love writing. I've always loved writing. I want to deepen this up, so I'm going to take the Hourglass Scattered Light Foil Eyeshadow and I'm going to show you the color. It's a little bit darker of a gold. It's kind of like a copper color. So I'm going to take this and just layer it on top. Oh wow, that is so pretty. I have like an aha moment journal. I also have a journal for like heartbreak and struggle and things that I've gone through in my life. So I would journal when I'm going through them to get out those emotions. I had a diary from when I was a kid up until high school. I'm going to bring in the color a little bit closer on the inner and outer corner. All right, so I'm gonna curl my lashes, add mascara, and add false lashes. All right, so I popped on some New Balance Dragon Lee, the minis. The box looks like this, and lashes are on. Yes, slay. I love lashes so much. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the skin. I'm gonna use my Tasha Silk Canvas Primer. Next on my list is less of creating ideas and more of doing it. I feel like I create so many ideas, I make so many plans of things that I want to do, and then I doubt myself and I don't do them. Or I'm like, oh, it's stupid. Or I wait too long and I miss the boat. And it's really myself holding me back. It's me doubting myself. And to be honest with you, this didn't really start happening to me until I moved to LA. I think just because there is so much competition here and it's such a different environment than where I grew up on the East Coast. So I feel like, especially when I first moved here, I was real insecure, like really, really insecure. Can you believe that I have been in LA almost 3 years? If you've been on my 18 for a while, that just seems so crazy to me. Like 3 years almost. In the spring, it'll be 3 years. That's insane, insane, insane. So now I'm so much more used to LA and I like got the hang of things. I feel like it took me a good 2 years to get adjusted. I'm also a perfectionist and I'm a Virgo, so I put so much pressure on myself to create the perfect idea or the perfect look or for everything to be executed perfectly that I just hold myself back and I don't do it sometimes. So less of that next year, more of just doing it. Like, just do it. For my foundation today, I'm gonna use the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. This used to be my go-to high-end foundation. I haven't used her in a minute. Do you guys remember when everyone spent their whole paycheck buying this? Because I do. And I have 2 shades. And you know what really sucks is when you have to use 2 shades. So if you have to use 2 shades, maybe don't buy it because that's a lot of money. But I'm crazy and I'll spend all my money on makeup. So there you go. This is the shade number 6. I'm gonna just use this shade right now and then I might have to mix in some of the other shade. Are you joking? No way, I'm out. No freaking way. Now I'm gonna try the shade 7. Let's see if I have anything in here. Please. Okay, yes. We got foundation. We are good. Next on my New Year's resolution list is working out early and meal planning. I am just so busy during the days. It's really hard for me to find time to work out. And when I do, I just put so many other things off to go work out. So then I end up resenting working out. So I want to start waking up early, like maybe 6 or 7 o'clock and going to the gym first thing in the morning, getting my workout done, and then starting my day. You know what I'm saying? I will just feel so much better if I get it done early than if I wait until the end of the day. Because 1, I'm usually tired, and 2, you know how traffic is in LA. It will take me 3 hours to get to the gym, work out at the gym, and come back. And ain't nobody got time for that, you know? This foundation is the perfect wedding foundation. Like, perfect. It is expensive, but this foundation photographs beautifully. And you can still see my skin underneath, even though it's a lot of coverage, like it covers everything. It looks like your skin. This foundation for wedding or photography is everything. I'm using Too Faced concealer to contour and highlight. So I'm gonna start with the shade Toffee and I'm gonna contour. Along with working out early, I want to start, okay, this is gonna be tricky because I like kind of glued my wig down. Let's start on this side because I didn't glue this side down. I wanna start meal planning as well because that is one of the biggest things. Like diet, I don't care how much you work out, diet is everything. You can work out as much as you want, but if you don't have a good diet, you're not gonna be seeing the results you want. And for me, working so much, if I don't have groceries and if I don't meal prep, I just eat whatever and I'm just hungry. So I'm like, feed me, like I don't care. So I wanna start meal planning and getting my diet together. I was doing keto for a little bit and then I fell off of it from travel and then I just never got back on it. So next year, I've gotta get on it. But Taco Bell cinnamon twist though, oh, they're so good. All right, now I'm gonna conceal with the shade Natural Beige. Oh my gosh, I'm running out. I can feel it. That's like the worst feeling when you're running out of your favorite concealer. Another thing as far as YouTube goes next year, I want to create more vulnerable content. I know I have the last couple of years, but like it comes in spurts, and obviously you can't force vulnerable content. You want it to be authentic and to be, things that are happening in your life. But I want to share more vulnerability and more struggles and more things I feel like you guys are going through too. I remember the first time I was really vulnerable with you guys was when I was going through a bad breakup. And I was so scared to make a video about it, like terrified, like hives. And after I did, I felt so happy when I read your comments and talked to you guys. And so many of you were going through different situations, but the same feelings. And it was the first time I really connected with you guys. And I had been doing YouTube for like, I don't know, maybe like a year or two. I'd been making beauty videos, being really careful about what I put out there because being vulnerable means that you can get hurt, right? When I made those videos, I literally was like, that was my last resort. I didn't know who else to turn to. I didn't know who else to talk to but you guys. And you guys helped me so much. And I like to think that I helped you guys too. Like I would sit and just reply to your messages on Snapchat and on Instagram and on YouTube for like hours. And we've all had our hearts broken at some point. So I want to create more vulnerable content like that about self-esteem, about confidence, about just real life things that happen, It's just very hard, especially with social media now. Everyone gets torn apart for everything. So it's scary, but I really don't care who likes it and who doesn't anymore. I just want to do what makes me happy. And if even it helps one person, I think that it's worth it because I've done videos in the past with good intentions and some people like it and some people don't. And that's okay because I know who I am and I want to do what makes me happy and hopefully can help someone else too. I'm going to set my concealer with my Laura Mercier powder. Another thing I want to do, well, it's kind of like two things. One thing is I really want to get involved in a charity and I want to start really getting involved, not just donating. I mean help and volunteer and put a lot of time into something, but I don't know what yet. But that's something that I really want to do. I volunteered a lot in college and it changed my life in so many ways. I volunteered at OYWCA and a lot of domestic abuse shelters and it was life-changing in a lot of ways. And I would love to help out in LA and do some stuff here. Along with that kind of ties into it a little bit is I want to create more of a community for me here in LA because all of my best friends for the most part are still back on the East Coast. I have a few close friends here and people that I have met, but a lot of my close friends are still back home. And I feel like that's something I'm really missing in LA is a sense of community and really planting myself. LA is so big, so it can be really hard because there's so many people. When I first moved to LA, I did a lot of moving around because I didn't know what area I wanted to be in and what apartment or house I was gonna be in. But now I love where I live and I love the area and I'm finally ready to okay, let's start building, a future here. Wow, I have powder everywhere. Love that for me. Another thing, this is super nerdy, I want to start reading more books. I bought 6 business books a couple of months ago and I started reading one of them and then I never picked it back up. I feel like we're always on our phones, and I'm never just taking time to like stop and read. And I think reading, a lot of people might think it's outdated, but knowledge is power and knowledge is everything, and you can never learn enough. Like, the day you stop learning is the day you stop growing. And I really want to start reading like one book a month at least. That would be ideal. And I feel like the books I have aren't even that long. They're like 150 to 200 pages. Like, that's nothing. I should totally be able to do that. I'm going to set my contour with some bronzer. This is the Hourglass Ambient Luminous Bronze Light. Why do products have so many names? It's so hard to remember. All right, moving on. I want to be more environmentally conscious next year. I'm not trying to blame it on the South. However, the way I grew up, the environment I grew up in, the area that I grew up in, maybe it's better now, but growing up, like, it's just not as environmentally conscious as LA. And I love that about LA. I think it's awesome that people are more concerned in trying to protect the earth and save the earth. It is so important. We have one planet and we need to protect it and preserve it and take care of it. So in 2019, I want to work on that. I just ordered a collapsible metal straw, and now I can take it with me everywhere because you guys know I get matcha or coffee every day. I want to stop caring what people think. And that is like a forever thing I feel like we all have to work on. Like, I don't care who you are. I don't care how confident you are, but we all care what some people think, and to a certain extent, it gets to us at some point. If you've been watching me over the last year especially, I hope you've noticed that I've started to like really come into myself and be myself more and grow, because when I first started this, I was just so self-conscious all the time. Like, I was afraid of saying the wrong thing or doing the wrong thing. And even when I did product reviews, you guys, like, I kid you not, I would stress myself out so bad. I'd be like, oh my gosh, well, what if I use this word, or what if I say it this way? And like, over stupid things. I would just try to think of every possible comment, like hate comment that someone could leave, and I would try to avoid it over stupid things that don't even matter. I am not like that anymore. Now I could really care less. If I misspell something, if I say something wrong, pronounce it wrong, I really don't care. I'm human, I'm imperfect. Like, I have let a lot of that go, which is so freeing, because it is hard to try to monitor your every single action, your every single thing you say. Like, I'm just not gonna live that kind of life. I just cannot. Next year, like, I want to be like, screw it. I just want to do whatever I want, say whatever I want, and just be me and do me. And people that like me will be here, and people that don't, that's fine. I don't want people to be around that don't like me anyways, even though we know those haters will be. I just want to really do me, be me for me, you know? There will always be people who don't like you. As they say, you can be the ripest, juiciest peach in the world, and there will always be someone who doesn't like peaches. If someone is being nasty to you, if they are hating on you, leaving you nasty comments, just being rude, know that it's more about them than it is about you. If they're talking about you behind your back, if they're gossiping about you, honestly, who has the time? And if they are your friend, well, girl, they ain't your friend. They ain't your true friend. And if they don't know you and they just follow you, or they've heard of you, that's really sad. Just know that successful and or happy people don't act like that. Now, of course, we all gossip and we all don't like people and people annoy us. That's just people. We're not going to get along with everyone. It's totally normal. But if someone has it out for you, just know you have something, whether it's a possession or a quality, that they want and that they see in you. So just know that it's not you, it's them. Next year, I want to travel more with people I love and people I care about. I want to take more trips with my mom and my grandma and Raphael, and maybe even more of my family. I would love to do that. I was able to travel so much this year, and it was phenomenal. A lot of it was for work, which was still amazing, but I would love to just start taking more trips for me with family and friends that I love. Like, I love traveling and seeing the world. It really opens up your mind and your eyes to so many things you never knew existed, and you meet so many people from different cultures and backgrounds and stories. And it sounds corny, but it is life-changing. I love traveling. All right, makeup is coming along, y'all. So I popped this in my waterline because I had to like really look down. This is called Double Life. It's the Urban Decay eye pencil, and it's like a coppery shade. So I put that in my waterline. Now I'm gonna smoke out the lower lash line. All right, next on my list is removing all toxic people and things from my life. Ain't nobody got time for that. I don't know why we ever thought we had time for it, but this year, Ain't nobody got time, honey. If you even think about bringing nonsense, you better turn the other way because I don't have time. I'm gonna hit my lower lashes with some mascara. Y'all know I can't talk during this because I always mess it up. Removing toxic things, habits, people from your life can be really difficult because you get used to it and it almost becomes like you get addicted to the pain it brings you, but you don't realize it. You don't remember what life was like before that thing or that person or whatever it is in your life. But once you do, you feel so much better about yourself. You feel so much more at peace. You just feel good. And I know I have broken my back for people. I think we all have. I have just been through it like everybody else. And I really have made a promise to myself that this year I would not let that into my life. And I will stay away from it. Stay in my own lane, do my own thing. No more toxic. No. Mo. So I went to Sephora to buy a gift for someone and I ended up looking at makeup. I don't need any makeup. I ended up looking at makeup. So I bought this Givenchy shimmer powder face highlighter in the shade number 2 shimmery gold. I haven't even opened it yet. When I swatched it in the store, girl, I was like, I need that in my life. So I want to use it today. And here's the packaging. She was pricey, so I want to know if it's worth it or not. Look at how pretty. Like that is bougie. This is expensive. Like when I see something like this, usually I'm like, I can't afford it. I'm gonna look the other way. Unless it's makeup. Just kidding. I always buy any makeup, whatever. 2019, I am making a promise to myself to love myself more. Not in a vain way, in taking care of yourself way. You gotta take care of yourself. You gotta love yourself. You can't love anyone else until you love yourself. This color is... Are you kidding me? So pretty. Okay, sorry. Anyways, I've definitely been through some rough patches this year. Ever since I moved to LA, I've had a few rough patches of self-esteem and not loving myself the way I should. Just thinking that I wasn't pretty or I wasn't talented or I'm not doing anything to make a difference in the world. I think we all go through that and I've definitely had that. I forever will be making a promise to myself to love myself more and be kinder to myself and good to myself because I am so hard on myself. I think it's because I'm a Virgo, but I am so hard on myself. Be your best hype man, hype woman, you know? And it's just so important to take care of yourself because you only have one body. That means emotionally, that means physically, taking care of yourself all around. You're probably thinking, that was a lot of resolutions. I have high expectations for myself, okay? My last resolution is to be a boss bitch. I want to slay the year. I want to kill it. I'm going to nail all my goals and I'm coming for everything they said I couldn't have. So 2019 better get ready for me. I'm going to take the NYX lip pencil in the shade Cappuccino and I'm going to line and define my lips. I'm going to take Morphe Babe lipstick. It's like this lighter caramel brown shade and I'm going to apply this on top. Then to top it off, I'm going to take this Bite lip gloss. This is in the shade Bronze Pearl. It looks like this. And take a little bath in some lip gloss. To lock it all in and finalize all my New Year's resolutions, I am going to set my face with the Morphe Setting Spray. All right. She's locked and loaded. She ain't going anywhere. You guys know the drill. I'm gonna go change and I will be right back. 5 days of glam is officially over. I can't believe this is it. Until next year, this is the finale and I'm tired if you can hear it in my voice. I am exhausted, but it was so worth it. I had so much fun. This year's looks, just like, I love them. I'm so happy with them. I hope you guys enjoyed them and I hope you love them and I hope you recreate them. And thank you so much for supporting. Like, you guys have been amazing. Don't forget to thumbs up the video if you liked it and to hit subscribe down below and join my A-team. And don't forget to turn those post notifications on so you never miss a new video. I love you guys so much. Thank you as always for watching. Don't forget to enter my big holiday giveaway. If you haven't, it'll be coming to an end before you know it. I love you guys so much, so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.